Välsignelse följer i gudarnas spår. Om kappan än döljer hans gyllene hår, så blomstrar den mark där han går. Han spelar för djuren som följer hans takt, för solen, för skuren i nyplöjd trakt, där döden förlorar sin makt.
Välsignelse följer i gudarnas spår, om kappan den döljer hans gyllene hår, så blomstrar en mark där han går. Han spelar han dödskraft, för solens skuggan segrat, där döden förlorar sin makt.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to another Happy Wednesday on the Extraordinary Talk Show. Guys, I am late today, and I am late today for good reasons. So I only have 15 minutes to talk to you, so we're going to jump right in. If you want to hear all the usual stuff I say at the beginning of my show, please jump back to some other ones and listen to them. Today I want to share with you the secret to life. Okay, I got to throw it in there. I don't expect you to believe me. Just chew on some of these things and decide what you like about them. I figured out the secret to life. Well, there's two secrets I figured out. One is that life is a game, and you win this game, first of all, by figuring out that it's a game. And second of all, Okay, here's the secret. And I'm not telling you everything that there is to know about life. I'm telling you the secret to life, to winning the game. And this is such a simple secret that you might not believe me when I tell you. And I think I've told you this in other forms before. The simplest thing you can possibly do to win at life is have fun. And guys, that's why I was late today. I was 10 minutes late today because I was very busy having fun. And that sometimes means that those of you who are listening live on the radio, sorry for you guys, had to listen to some classical music for 10 minutes before I got here. Those of you who are just checking us out on Facebook and or listening to the podcasts can listen whenever you want. It doesn't matter to you guys if I was 10 minutes late because I was out having fun. One thing that I'm going to be doing is having some more fun here on the Extraordinary Talk Show. And let me tell you what fun we're going to be having and how that fun came about. For example, I was thinking it might be fun to have some more interesting guests on my show. It's lovely that you guys keep tuning in to listen to my voice, but it might be fun to have some counterbalances or some different input other than mine. And I happened to be hanging out with a friend at a party, found myself on the couch next to a guy named Simon. You see, here's the key. I was out having fun when all this happened. And Simon, it turns out, his name is Simon Kaufman, and he is a stand-up comedian. And we were in Las Vegas, which, by the way, I live 2 hours away from, so I spend a good part of my time there because, honestly, the recreation is better than the local area where I live. No offense, I love you all. But I found myself sitting next to this stand-up comedian named Simon Kaufman, who had just finished doing a set in Las Vegas, and someone had said, "Hey, what are you doing after your show? Come on over to this party." And he and I sat and visited and made each other laugh. And I mentioned my show, and he mentioned that he would like to be on it. So it's been a little bit of time, but next week, Simon Kaufman will be joining me here on this show, on the Extraordinary Talk Show, through Skype, Zoom, whichever one of those we figure out. Thanks, Sean. And I'm super excited about that. And one thing that I'm excited about is Simon is kind of a spiritual guy. So I'm really interested to see his take on spirituality, because you guys hear a lot of my take on spirituality. And hopefully he'll make us laugh and we'll have a lot of fun. So there's one piece of fun. Here's another thing is maybe about a month ago, I was again having fun. I was hanging out with some people that I cared a lot about, and we were doing some things that just sounded like fun to go do. And everyone ended up having a great time. Everyone had a lot of fun. And as we were doing it, one of the friends in the group that we were hanging out with, I kind of hadn't realized it when we first started hanging out. Somebody had mentioned something, but it turns out that this guy's name is Sam Riddle, and he actually is a country music recording artist. And as we chit-chatted through the night, I mentioned that I've got this little radio show podcast that I've been doing for a little while, and he told me that he would love to be on the show. So we set up plans for him to arrange to do the same thing as Simon's planning to do and Zoom in or Skype in. So I was excited about that, and I just sent my number his direction so he could call me when he was ready. And then, guys, I went out and had some fun. And I had some pretty big plans this last weekend. I actually went to Denver this last weekend, and speaking of, had a whole lot of fun, hung out with a lot of really fun people. I've had the opportunity lately to hang out with some really amazing Burning Man people. And the Denver Burning Man people kind of invited some of the Las Vegas Burning Man people to come hang out and have some fun in Denver over the 222 weekend, even though we weren't there on 222. Maybe some people hung around for that. But because all of that happened, I was out this weekend having a lot of fun. And let's be clear, safety is important too. While you're out having all the fun, don't let stupidity come in. Okay, guys, have smart fun, please. And have smart fun with friends, because that's even better. Pause for water sip. So last Thursday, as I was packing my bag and getting ready to leave Friday morning to go on this adventure, I had just finished doing my show last Wednesday, and I felt pretty good about that show. So I put it out of my mind, and that's part of the concept of letting go when you're manifesting and all that. And Thursday morning, I got a phone call from a number I didn't recognize, so I didn't answer it. And Thursday afternoon, I got a text from a different number, and this time it was Simon. And that was Simon, and he was saying, "Hey, Della, we've messed around a little bit, trying to get a hold of each other and make this date happen. Let's pick a date, put me on the calendar. I want to be on your show." And I kind of went, well, that's pretty exciting. So I texted him back, and we connected and made arrangements and agreed, like I told you, for Simon to join me on the show here next week, on next Wednesday. And so I was pretty excited about that. And I went around my day because I had some last minute plans I had to make and finish up before I could jump on a plane to Denver. And I always believe in having fun while you're in the process of going on the trip, because it's no fun to only have fun when you get there and not have fun before and after too. So I was trying to have fun even in my packing, and I was hanging out with my kids and my dog a little bit. And then later that night, I checked my messages, and I checked the message that I hadn't even seen. I'd gotten a message from the phone call I'd gotten earlier in the morning, like before Simon had texted me. And it was actually a message from my new friend, Sam. And he left me a voicemail saying, "Hey, Della, let's get serious about this. I want to be on your show. Let's pick a date for me to come on your podcast/radio show." So I was able to connect with him. But in one day, while I was not thinking about my show, because I had just done it the day before, and while I was about to run off and do all kinds of fun things, two people that I met while I was out having a lot of fun called me the same day to ask me if they could come be on this show with me. The point I'm trying to make is the magical things happen when you're having fun. Also, please come back next week, because Simon's going to be on with me next Wednesday, and then come back the week after that, because Sam Riddle, the country music recording artist, is going to be on with me the weekend after that, or the Wednesday after that. So we're going to be March 2nd with Simon Kaufman, the stand-up comedian, and March 9th with Sam Riddle, the country music recording artist. So please come back and listen, because those two shows are going to be a lot of fun. Now I'm going back to this fun thing. Why is fun the secret to life? It's not everything to life. There's a whole lot about life. But fun is the secret that unlocks the door. Fun is the secret that opens the book. Fun is the secret that allows it all to happen for you. And here's why. Because when you're having fun, you can't be afraid. Fear is the biggest thing that stops you from manifesting. Fear is the biggest thing that allows you, or that stops you from allowing your own joy. Fear is the biggest thing that holds you back in your life. Fear of whatever it is. And you're allowed to have your fear. I'm not trying to tell you not to. You have a right to have whatever emotion, whatever feeling, whatever it is that you have going on. You have a right to it. You do not have a right to push it onto others. If you're afraid, that's okay. If you have reasons to be afraid, I hope you figure those out so you don't have to be afraid anymore. But do you ever notice that even if you have things in your life that you have fear about, that you're worried about, that whatever, when you're having fun, you forget about the fear. And guys, fear blocks manifestation. Fear blocks joy. And the secret is to have fun. Because when you start to have fun, it pushes the fear to the side, maybe even shuts it up altogether when you get good enough at it, and allows magic to happen. Just have fun. Here's another important piece. Celebration is the highest state of being. The more fun you can have while celebrating, and also let's remember to safely and with love for others, and you can absolutely do it that way. In fact, when you do it that way, it just gets better and better, because when you're inviting other people into having your fun and you're being open and loving with them, it unlocks doors for them. It allows them to put their fear aside for the minute. And it allows them to even see their own magic inside of themselves. Celebration is the highest state of being. And you might think, if I ask you what's another high state of being, you might come up with a lot of answers. Whatever those things are, think of those things in celebration. And try to think of those things not in celebration. Whatever to you is the highest state of being, I think it's probably easiest to imagine that happy, loving, and having fun, and celebrating. So celebrate. Don't forget to celebrate. Don't forget to have fun. Celebrate every little moment. Don't be afraid to have fun. Don't think you don't deserve to have fun, because you absolutely do. Guys, I think my time is up, whether I'm going to talk over the music or not. Remember to celebrate. Remember to have fun. And remember to have fun so other people can see you having fun, and it can unlock the fun in them too. I'm Della. I'm not trying to tell you what to think, but I am trying to get you to think for yourselves. I love you all. I'll talk to you next week with my friend Simon Kaufman.
In Germany, a national state of emergency